Reversing Post Finasteride Syndrome. In this video, I would like to talk about one common pattern in PFS, sometimes even PSSD, okay? And this one common pattern is elevated homocysteine, okay? Generally, if you go to the doctor and they do homocysteine blood test, okay, they will tell you that if normal homocysteine levels are typically under 15 micromole per liter, okay, so from my experience, okay, everything about 8, even from the biohacking community, from really experienced doctors, I was talking with many doctors, also internationally, okay, so all think that homocysteine over 8 micromole per liter will cause an issue, okay? And honestly, when I do blood tests for my last guys I work with, okay, so I see quite often elevated homocysteine, okay? And we are talking about 11, 15, okay? So 15 is already really bad, but even 11 is not so good, okay? So why homocysteine is high in PFS? I don't want to really go more in medical details, but there is methylation pathway dysregulation in PFS, okay? So finasteride, SSRIs both appear to epigenetically disturb methylation-related genes, okay? We are talking about MTHFR, okay? You probably know this, okay? MTR, DNMT1, okay? DNMT1 is crucial for 5-alpha reductase enzyme, okay? So the less activity of MTHFR, the less 5-MTFH we have, okay? So also the conversion from homocysteine to methionine is disrupted, okay? So then we have high SAM, okay? So, and it affects neurotransmitter and androgen receptors methylation, okay? So in PFS, this means impaired DNA methylation. This is crucial for 5-alpha reductase 2 downregulation, for androgen receptor silencing, okay? So we have also impaired histone acetylation patterns, okay? So, and we have also methyl donor drain, okay? So there are different mutations that also can contribute, like can worsen this situation, okay? So yeah, what I will definitely do, okay? So I will definitely test for homocysteine, okay? If it's higher than 8, probably 8, 9, I would consider as okay. But like I said, 10, 11 is definitely not okay. 15 is really bad, I think, okay? So also what I would do, I would go for a blood test for B12, okay, folate, yeah. So it's extremely crucial. You can also do nutrition deficiency test, okay? So if for example your B6 is low, okay, so then also your homocysteine would be high, okay? B6 is also helpful for other things, okay, so in your body, okay? So B6, for example, help to convert homocysteine to cystathione and then glutathione, okay? So you really need to understand where is your bottleneck, okay? It can be also low zinc, okay? So there are different things. Like I said, check folate, B12, okay? So there can be also folate trap, okay? So for example, your folate would be high, but B12 would be low, okay? So definitely this need your attention, okay? So yeah, why is it important? Is it also important for things like estradiol detox, okay? So high homocysteine often means your phase 2 methylation detox, okay, COMT, PEMT is overloaded, okay? It's for estradiol neurotransmitters, okay? You need to understand that, okay? So it will impact NADPH. This is for 5-alpha reductase enzyme, and then regular conversion for neurosteroid, for DHT, and so on. Okay, and also we have affected SAMe. Okay, so you really need to understand that we can really affect glucuronidation, that our estrogen will recirculate in our body, okay, causing many issues, even erectile dysfunction and so on, okay. So also vascular issue, okay, everything about 10 will cause vascular issue, even if you are young. Vascular inflammation, these have effect on erection, guys, okay. So also methylation and transsulfuration regulate, like I said, dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin synthesis and breakdown, okay, via COMT, MAO, and so on. If methylation is weak, sluggish dopamine turnover, okay, low motivation, anhedonia, sexual numbness, okay. For example, if B6 is low, impaired GABA and serotonin balance, okay, because, for example, even if you take AKG and you are low on B6, it can convert to glutamate, okay. You will be stimulated and not okay, but if you have enough B6, of course, sometimes you need supplementation, then you will use the effect, for example, of AKG. AKG, for example, with B6 will create more of GABA, okay, and you will be calm, you will not be like irritated, okay, nervous, anxious, and all these kind of things, okay. So homocysteine is also directly toxic to endothelium, okay, so keep it under 8 really, because it will increase oxidative stress. We have enos and coupling. Enos is extremely important for boners, okay, so we have less positive nitric oxide, okay, there are different nitric oxide, but enos is very crucial, okay. Vascular stiffness, okay, so we have reduced penile blood flow, okay, we have different inflammation, NF, K beta, TNF, alpha, EL6, okay. Also we have low BH4, okay, so all these will lead to impaired erection quality, venous leakage, and poor tissue oxygenation, okay. So like I said, ideal homocysteine range would be 6 to 8 micromole per liter, okay. So it's optimal for vascular and methylation health, okay. Everything about 9 to 10, endothelial stress and lower nitric oxide bioavailability, and everything about 12 microgram per liter, high oxidative stress, damage, androgen receptor silencing risk, and all these kind of things, okay. So guys, that's it. If you need my help, you will find the email under this video, okay. This is not the medical information. Talk to your doctor, and if you need my help, you know where to find me. Bye.